So Nintendo recently had their Switch conference, and I've been wanting to do a video covering the conference itself and what we now learn about the Nintendo Switch. But as the days went on, more and more info was slowly leaked about the Switch, so it kept pushing me back. So I want to take a look at everything that's come out and then critique it and have a bit of a moan, because I do love a bit of a moan. Look, we have these really tiny controllers. What's gonna happen when you eventually swallow these controllers? Because it's gonna happen. These controllers look like they're worth their weight in gold. Ah yes, please do take this console to the parties that you don't go to. And please, when you transport this console around, be sure to break it when you're on the bus and the plane. Nintendo, no one has 8 friends, let alone 8 friends who'd be willing to shell out money for a Switch each. What does that mean? Ice? Ice? In what context would I need to know how many ice cubes I'm holding? Well, 1-2 Switch, whatever. Looks a bit like WarioWare, I guess. It's not... I mean, I guess it's fine for the pack-in game or whatever. It's not the pack-in game. There isn't a pack-in game? You have to buy this separately? Oh, we got a game about people who use their arms. What are we going to call it now? We'll call it Arms. Get used to these characters, by the way, because they're definitely going to be in the next Smash. Oh man, Splatoon was my jam. I love that game. It was a little bit, you know, rough around the edges, especially with the online, with only being able to play 2 maps every 4 hours and not being able to change your loadout unless you quit out the multiplayer entirely and then walked over to a store and then changed your items there. But I'm sure they've all ironed that out. And they better iron it out, because by the time Splatoon 2 comes out, paid online is going to roll in. Really classy then, Nintendo. I see what you're doing. You can't hide from me. Ah, the only online game we've had produced is coming out around the same time that you have to start paying for online. Xenoblade 2? Yeah. Can't wait for Nintendo of America to get their hands on that. Yeah. Boob slider? No, not kind of that. Yo, Treehouse, you have to get on this shit right here. Look, they're clearly holding hands in the promotional material. You can't have that. Get rid of that. What is this? Oh no, you can't. Nintendo. Hyrule Warriors had, like, infinite amount of content. Like, Hyrule Warriors had infinite content. You had all the adventure maps and all the characters and all the weapons and all the story and all the missions and all the challenges and all that. And this is what Fire Emblem Heroes is going to be like. I mean, Fire Emblem has so many more characters than Legend of Zelda, so Jesus. Oh snap, an actual home console SMT game. It's been a while since we got one of those. Although, I don't really have much hope for a Nintendo SMT because, you know, we saw what that happened. Project Octodad here looks pretty good. It's gonna be a full retail game when it doesn't look like it should be, but, you know, you take what you can get, I guess. The DNA of all the previous Nintendo consoles all coming together to create this. You know, you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the scene from Alien Resurrection when Ripley comes across the clone room. I could just imagine, like, an anthropomorphized Switch walking into that room and seeing all the other failed experiments, and then seeing the one Switch that we saw from the promotional materials, which was like 2 Wii remotes strapped to a tablet, and it's like, kill me. Speaking of DNA, you've mentioned all these systems, Nintendo, but you haven't talked about the Virtual Boy here. Why not? Oh snap, Skyrim again. I don't think this is the remaster either, it's just... because it couldn't be. The remaster could not run on the Switch. There's no way. So this is just Skyrim. This is just a 6-year-old game that you're being fed again. And it's not got any of the improvements that they're laundering in the remastered edition. But I'm sure I'm sure it will have like Legend of Zelda costumes or something. Hang on a minute. Let me go to Nexus Mods right here and look up Link costume. Oh look, they're right here. I can play the Nintendo version of Switch right now on my computer. Oh snap, it's Mr. Orange, it's Mr. Yakuza, Mr. Monkey Ball, Mr. F-Zero. What game are you gonna announce, man? Tell me it's gonna be... Oh, he's gone. Yeah! Suda! Suda! I hate you and love you, Suda, because I love your games, but you're gonna make me buy this, aren't you? You're gonna make me buy this. Well, maybe I can wait until, like, another No More Heroes will be released on the PS4, like the remastered version of No More Heroes 1. This is it. This is paid online. Paid Nintendo Online. Why not, Nintendo? Why not? But you don't understand online, Nintendo, so this is gonna be the worst thing ever. And here's the evidence that I had, because after the conference was over, Nintendo was like, oh, you'll get, just like PlayStation Plus and Xbox Gold, you'll get free games a month. For that month only, you will get a virtual console game, whether it be an NES game or an SNES game. You will get one of those a month, and you can play it as much as you want for that month. And then after that month is over, that game is taken away from you, whether you're still playing for online or not. Nintendo is screwing UK owners, UK customers, with how expensive everything is. They're going with the 1-to-1 conversion of the dollar, so that something that costs $79.99 US dollars is going to cost £79.99 pounds. The games for this thing are £15 more expensive than their PS4 and Xbox One counterparts. £60. £60 for a Switch game. £100 for the Pro Controller. 100. Are you kidding, Nintendo? And I'm sure that this thing's going to reset the Virtual Console again. And it's not been that long since the Wii U came out, so the Wii U Virtual Console is nowhere near as diverse as the Wii Virtual Console. And now it's going to go back to square one. You're going to buy the Switch, and the Virtual Console is going to be up, and it's just going to be Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Double Dragon, Mega Man 2, and that's it. And if you want to buy those, you're going to have to buy those again, even if you own them on the Wii U. And the Nintendo Switch marks the first Nintendo console since the GameCube which didn't have backwards compatibility. So all those Wii U games and all those Wii games are completely useless. That one thing that you had a check mark on the Wii U against all the other systems, that tick is now gone for the Switch, which is great. Nintendo don't care about the home console market anymore, and it's going to kill them, because now they're focusing on mobile as much, if not more so, than their home console and portable markets. You could see it with the Fire Emblem Direct that happened a couple days ago. Half of that presentation was talking about the mobile game. Half! And it's not going to work, because they've already dealt their first hand, their best hand. They played their royal flush in the first hand. They played their Pokemon card. And you know what? For the first 2 weeks, it was the biggest thing in the world. It was the biggest thing in the world. And by September, 79% drop off. No one of the hardcore Nintendo fans are going to buy and play a Fire Emblem mobile game. At the start of the video, I said I liked a bit of a moan. But I like the moaning, but once the moaning's over, and it's all sank in as to what we're gonna expect from this system, I just get really sad that this is how Nintendo's gotten. And I'd love to be proven wrong. I'd love to be proven wrong. But there's no evidence that contradicts me at all. Everything I've seen of this is just another nail in the coffin to me. By the way, Why do they call it the Nintendo Switch, when it should obviously be called the Nintendo Snap? Like in every commercial, there's a snap sound effect. During the conference, whenever he did a transition, he'd snap his fingers. Why is it called the Switch, when it should be called the Snap? I'd forgive everything else I'd say if you just renamed it the Nintendo Snap.
Almost forgot something very important. Splatoon 2.